It's me. Yeah, it's me. Hi, Papas. Yeah, I'm sitting down on the ground, and they're like, that's not a height we normally see you humans at. Yeah, no pose up. Don't feel comfortable about that. Don't eat my gloves. Yeah, those are my gloves. Juno, don't eat my gloves. Juno loves chewing leather gloves. Yeah, I'm not getting in the middle of you guys when y'all are hyped up. Hi, Mama. We all calm down. Except for Montaro. Montaro's like, yo, I was always chill. This is the horse's way of telling me they're waiting for me to give them feed dishes. And I've told them, because they know I've already portioned everything out when they were way out in the field. But, you know, when you have telepathic energetic communication with your animals, you can't hide anything. It doesn't matter if they can't hear it or not. So they want me to put them out. And I'm saying to them, number one, I'm too tired to be able to hold the energetic space to give you guys 10 feed dishes without me getting run over or kicked when you guys get mad at each other. Oh, Milo's not happy that she's in his area. So the conversation that I'm having with them is that, yes, your feed dishes are all ready to go. No, I am not bringing them out tonight. I will bring them out at some point tomorrow. I will get them all laid out on the ground, a safe distance apart, and then I will call you. I will say, Taro, Juno, Odelina, just like I do. And then even if they're not hearing me telepathically, Milo, could you be quiet? I'm trying to film a video here. Thanks. So then even if they don't hear me telepathically, because maybe they're busy or they're having their own conversations or doing their own deep spiritual work, they will hear me calling physically. And then they can come running over here and their feed dishes will be out and ready to go. And everyone can find a dish. And Jeannie doesn't have to get worried about getting caught up in the squabbles. They're like, but look at us, we're so calm. Yeah, until the feed dishes make an appearance. And then all hell will break loose. So no. So telepathic communication, energetic communication, doesn't mean that, oh, when I understand what the horses want, then I say yes. I mean, it's still a relationship, it's still a dialogue. And I get to say, no, I'm too tired. It's too late. I don't feel comfortable doing it this way. We're going to do it a different way, but you will get your feed dishes. And if you see the position Montaro's in there, if that was anybody else, that would not be a safe position to be in. That would be an all hell's about to break loose position. But because he's Montaro, he is absolutely safe. Nothing's going to happen. That arena panel is not going to smash into my husband's Audi. We're going to be just fine. Oh, so here's the other part of the conversation. When I came over here, and the reason they're pointed towards the sheep pen is because the sheep already had alfalfa pellets today. I sprinkled them inside the horse trailer for the sheepies, and the horses know that. So no, I know the sheep got theirs already, and I know they got theirs today. You guys will get yours tomorrow, and the sheep won't get any tomorrow. You see, it'll all even out, so don't sweat it. All right, so this is the feed dishes ready to go in my little handy dandy wheelbarrow. Meanwhile, the sheep are buying because they know that there's alfalfa pellets going out. No, it's not for you. Today it's the horses. The horses are all the way down in the pole barn, and I've asked them to stay there while I put out these dishes and to not come until I call them, because I was just down at the pole barn picking up a bale of straw because I believe one of my sheepies is going to birth today or tonight. So I want her to have some fresh straw. So I'm going to lay the feed dishes out, and then I'm going to call the horses, and I've asked them not to come until they verbally hear me call them. But you can hear, yeah, the sheep definitely know what's in this wheelbarrow because, you know, telepathy. I haven't shown them the wheelbarrow contents. They haven't heard me pouring alfalfa because they were already all in the bowls from yesterday. I just added some oil and stacked them up. But they know. Okay, there's 10 horses, so I've put out 11 feed dishes. And as you can see, I've spaced them quite far apart. And that's because that's for this herd. A domestic calm herd would probably need far less distance, but not for these guys. All right, so let's go. Zosie already knows. Look at her. Come on, Zosie. Now this is the call that I promised them I'd use. Taro, Juno, Odelina. Come on, bubbies. This is the part where you go, don't make a liar out of me, but then you remember horse time is different from human time. Come on, Zosie. Taro, Juno, Odelina. They're looking at me. Oh, those three look like, or four look like they're deep in meditation. Well, are you guys able to come, or you can't leave till they leave? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay, so I am gonna go and spread the straw out in the horse trailer in case Cece wants to birth in there, and they will come up when they're ready. Here comes Zosie. See? Horse time. The others are gonna follow her. I put the pink bucket at the top so they know that the feed dishes go all the way up. It's like dominoes. They just keep getting pushed up the line as a more dominant horse comes behind them. Sometimes you'll have a horse who will want to try every feed dish. If that's Montaro, he would, like musical chairs, move every single horse, but he does not do that. He finds himself a feed dish and settles down, but Big Mama is the next in line for ranking, then Sione. So sometimes I see it happen. See, Zora sees the other ones coming, she's already moving up. Because Zora and Zeta trade off at being the lowest ranking horse. So they kind of want to be out of the way and let the other horses have their pick. Which is why I put out the one extra feed dish, so that no matter what happens, Zora and Zeta are not going to get locked out of the supplements. So what's in their feed dish? An amazing herb called jagulan. I sell that in my LTY8 shop. It's in an absolutely potentized synergistic mixture of MSM, vitamin C, spirulina. I can't remember. It's got so many ingredients that are just fantastic for immune system, respiratory health, hoof health, like just about anything that supplement Respire is going to be amazing for. And then they also have, I've given them a triple dose of probiotics because we're in spring with the worms and whatnot. And often, like if it's cold, I'll give them cold pressed organic flax oil. But as the weather heats up, I switch to camelina or hemp oil. And then they have a multivitamin specifically designed for horses that eat hay and grass, not grain. So it has all the missing amino acids along with natural vitamin E. Very, very important. And we sell that in the shop in both a pellet form and a powder form. So I have pure alfalfa pellets with nothing else, and then I sprinkle the powder form on top. I also give them seaweed powder, like just a straight kelp. I can buy that in a bulk 50-pound bag for a lot cheaper than buying a smaller amount, so I do, because both the horses and the sheep eat it. Taro, why aren't you coming up to get a feed dish? So strange, but again, horse time. You just want to make a mockery of me on the video that you guys rush the feed dishes, don't you? They're like, no we don't. Look how calm and sedate we are. No, they're calm and sedate because they're all laid out. So there's no urgency and there's no competition, and they know that there's enough supplements for everybody. So let's see, what else did I put in there? Probiotics, kelp, Respire, multivitamin, and the good oil. Yeah, that's it for today. And then I pour the oil over top and mix it up well, which helps them be able to actually get the powdered supplements instead of them just falling to the bottom. So that's it. Supplement feed time. See how that pink bucket still doesn't have an owner? Is it going to be Makah, or is he going to push Zora? And she'll take it, so she gets a fresh one. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, so I'm gathering up the last of the feed dishes here, and they all look like this. And the interesting thing is sometimes you can scrape like a teaspoon from the sides. And this is Makah-Mahpee. He's one of the wildies. He doesn't, let me show them. He doesn't even like to be touched. But if I take the stuff that I've scraped in here, just a minute, let me show. Even I take a tiny bit and I put it on my glove, he'll eat it from there. Even though he doesn't want to be touched at all, but he will feel totally safe and secure because he also knows and understands that I respect his desire not to be touched. So the only place he likes to be touched is there on his nose, and only when he agrees to it. And when he stops, he commands a lot of respect. Yeah. Makah-Mahpee means earth sky in Sioux, because he asked for a name that showed his ability to cross dimensions. And as you can see, he has one blue eye and one brown. Earth sky, Makah-Mahpee. All right, let's see if there's any more remnants left. Cobra. So Cobra was a wild stallion on the range until he was 9 years old. Show them your hooves as the process of self-trimming. So you see how the hooves have dried out a lot. And then they're forming lots of cracks, and you're like, oh my god, his hoof is gonna split in half. But these back hooves show more of the progression of what actually happens. And you see that little edge, he'll take that off. And yeah, sometimes they can be lame for the maximum amount of time. I saw one of them lame was a week, but they moved all over this 160 acres with the herd. No problem. They, they healed and they trimmed their hooves and they were fine. They go lame when a piece breaks off and it's too short, so then their foot is sore. But it has been 8 years now of not forcing these horses to have their hooves trimmed and just providing them with enough rock and gravel. In this environment, the rock is already here. Like, you couldn't do a hay field here. It would cost you $100,000 to prep a hay field because there's so much rock. So this terrain naturally has rock, and then we have a 1-kilometer-long driveway that has rock laid down on it. So that automatically gives them what they need. Hi, beauty. But in Langley, where it was more of a England, Ireland, rainforest, Oregon environment, I had done dry standing paddocks and ring roads, because you can't just have a 12 by 12 graveled area. They can just stand on that. They have to have enough gravel to move on it. And I have a blog post on that, of course. So if you are rescuing wild or semi-feral horses like me, or you have a horse that has extreme hatred and anxiety of having their hooves done, maybe open to a different possibility and know that it can work if they have the proper environment, they have enough movement, and they are receiving the proper nutrients. Very, very key. In that feeder there, I have free choice minerals mixed with kelp and salt. So those are filled and available at all times. Then in addition, depending on what they tell me they need or what I feel they need or the season, then I give them additional supplements in a feed dish.